Okay, I think we're back. I think we're back. I think we're back. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know why the stream just suddenly ended, but we're gonna start here. Pick two, pick one of the Innistrad cube. Alright, so we were going. I don't know what happened to the music. Oh my god, everything went wrong there for a second. Alright, I think we can bounce back from this. Let's put back the music on. Where is that? Persona 5 music. That is perfect for this. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I was looking at the Gitrog monster. I want to take it because it looks cool, but I'm not, because this looks cool. Let's see, whenever an opponent draws their first card each turn, if it's not their turn, you create a 1/1 Red Devil creature token. I like this. It's aggressive and it's red, and we're taking it. Incendiary Flow deals 3 damage to target. You see what I mean? I immediately just go to red. I don't even think about anything else. See, 1 mana deal 5 damage to target creature. Good. 3 mana for 2 damage. I don't like that. I think Incendiary Flow is the best one. This is too late. We're playing red. We don't want this. It's also good. It could be a 5. This becomes a 5 mana 4/4 with Menace on turn 3. On turn 4. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't think that's good enough. Clear short target. It fights. Do we have anything that wants to fight? I don't think so. Oh, this is good. This is good. We need to draw cards. That's an aggressive deck. Each vampire creature card you own that isn't on the battlefield has man's cost equal to its mana cost. I don't think we're gonna get to do green-red vampires here. So I don't think this is good at the moment. Let's look at the we have a lot of green. We're giving a lot of green here. Let's see. Reach and Death Touch on a 4 mana 2/3. Crushing Vines might be good. Let me see. I think we're gonna do Casting Recluse. That could help us out later. Can we do wolves? Just like regular wolves, now that I think about it. Does this cube support wolf tribal? Kinda want it now. This isn't gonna go. We don't have that much madness going on in green-red. Did we not? I thought we pulled this card already. Did we? Oh, it's just another version of this card, but a little bit bigger. Hold up. Hold up. Was this not in the Adventures in the Forgotten Realms set? Was it a reprint in that? Hold up. Was this printed in... No, okay, so I'm not sure what I was thinking of then. Never mind then. It's still good, we're taking it. Alright, I don't know if that red's... Do we want a Faithless Looting? Attack creature to control... First strike is just great. That's perfect for... That's just good. That's perfect for an aggressive deck. Let's see, we're definitely doing green-red then. Anji's Ravager. Attacks each combat if able. If it attacks, discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. Madness 2. Ah, that's tempting. So on turn 4, we would have wanted to have played every card in our hand. Or almost every card in your hand. Let's see, if we do land, assuming you do well, that's 4 out of the 7, we would have to play... That's actually not a bad thing to play on curve, because if we're on turn 4, on turn 3, we would have played 3 lands, 3 cards, and drawn 3 cards. No, even on a perfect curve, that doesn't really go well. We're not playing enough low-cost creatures to warrant that. No, we don't want something with Defender. We want to... I think it's actually our best pick here, though. We're not going to be discarding enough to trigger these madness costs. Let's go with him. We'll play it if we're desperate. Garukul Relentless. Let's see here. I think this is fine. It's a black card, but we don't have to pay any black mana for it. I think it works out fine. It creates wolves for us. Geist plus 3 mana 2. 3 mana for 2 damage. I don't think I like that. It's a 4 mana 2. That's more of a defensive creature than the attacking one we're going to need. That's 7 mana for a 4/6, so that's not something we want to end up playing though. Brimstone Volley. I think this works out fine. Our creatures are going to be dying if they if we attack, they block. Creatures might die. We'll trigger this on the next. So let's go with that. Oh, our boy's back. Well, now what does he actually do? That's a 5 mana +4/+4 to our creature on the field if we're swinging to attack on 5. I don't think he's ever going to transform, given this is a draft set and everybody's been playing something. I think he's good. That's fine. Gitrog Monster is not going to work out here. Vorapede, I think we'll take that, actually. We're going big green here. I think I might take the Lightning Axe here. It's a good removal later on. We're taking this now because I've seen a couple flyers going through. We'll take that because it's green. I mean red. Let's see here. We are not going to be triggering this as an aggressive deck. Nowhere near enough to make that worth it. Each creature you control that's a wolf or a werewolf gets +1/+1 in Trample. Let's see, how many do we have here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Let's go. Let's try to pick up some wolves in the next pack then. You and humans, that's not going to work out. Okay, alright, let's see. We need strong wolves here. That's not good. Shaman werewolf. Lava pacifist can't attack once you control creature 4 or greater. Huh. I think that's pretty good, honestly. Even though we can't attack with it unless we do something bigger, I think it works out if we manage to somehow put a counter on it or boost it. Because if we have this on the field, where is that? We could put a 1/1 counter on that first, but on 2 we won't trigger that quickly. We want to be a little faster than that. Target humans. No, we're not going to be using humans all that much. No, fuck it. We're just going to go with the Wolf Tribal then. We're going with that. Let's see. Travel preparations. Put +1/+1 counter to the damage of each of 2 target creatures. I think that's good. I think that's a good card. I'm not sure what else we can use here. I don't like Madness. I really wouldn't want to play Madness. Escalate 3. It would be a 4 mana +3/+0 with First Strike. That's really good. And as a 1 mana, no, that's good. First Strike is perfect, unlimited. No, we're not going to be triggering the Blasphemous Act. If we're triggering that, means we're losing. We're not doing that much. I don't think we want anything here. Which means what would our opponents want? Actually, no, never mind. A 3 mana 3/3 reach is fine. We'll take that. That's actually great. I didn't notice it was green. Let's see. No. 5 mana 3/5 with reach. Target opponent with 1 life. No, I don't like that. We're mainly all creatures here. We're not really going to be looking for that. No. No. Oh, that's good. Because they're dumping our land side with that. Not sure how we'd go about this. No, that's 3 mana to effectively just go look at 3 to dig into 3 cards. That's not something we want to do. I like this. That's 3 mana 2/2 with First Strike, then turns to a 3/3 with Double Strike. No, I think this is a little faster than what we're going for. Huh. We're never gonna use its flashback cost, but I think the 2 mana for 3 damage is good if we're doing combat, which you're gonna be doing a lot of combat. This is just bad. Let's go with that. No. No. This is just better than this now that I think about it. This is a 3/2, which is a much more aggressive stat line, even if we wanted to die. We can give it indestructible. I think we're gonna go with that first. Either reach bandit, creature, human, rogue, werewolf. Haste, a 3 mana 3/2 with haste. That's solid. Let's see. 4 mana 5/3. But it doesn't have haste and it has to attack. I might not want that. Nope, I think we're going with. Okay, so reach bandit. Let's see here. Actually, this is perfect for what we're going for. Let's see our curve. We are okay, so we're stuck at 3, which means we're not going to leave that many lands. We're not using that. We might use him. This is looking less and less likely to be used by anything we're going to play, honestly. It's going to be a dead card for most of our games. Let's take this. We have nothing better to take at the moment. What do we not want here? We don't want opponents to have flying. This might work out if we start getting really desperate here. Why is this here? Wait, hold up. Oh, it's from the fucking Unstable set. That's fun. We don't want any of them. I'm just gonna take them. I like them. Let's do that, and let's take that. All right. Pack 3. Let's see. What do we need here? We need early creatures. We need a lot of early. We need more removal, actually. We need removal and early creatures. Let's see. No, against Hex. This is a good. That's a green counterspell, effectively. Dual shot's not gonna work here. This isn't strong enough. It's not as strong as this. This is just better than that. That's first strike. I think we're going with the counter spell here. Let's see. This is interesting. These don't really work out that way. This doesn't work right now because we have like no vampires. This might be good because it cycles itself. Well, not really. We have to give another card up for this, but it might work out early. And a 1 mana 1/1 with menace is not bad. We're just gonna take it because we need an early drop. We need an early drop badly. Oh, good. A lot of green cards here. Let's see. This is good, but we're just stuck at 3 mana here. We need something a little smaller. Yep, that answered their question. I only have to look at the other one. That's just great. Let's see here. Red. No. This is actually a very, very strong card. When I actually drafted this in person a couple months ago, I played this turn 1, and I was stuck on 1 land. 1 land against a human's deck. Did not draw any lands for the next 4 turns. This thing ended up being a 6/6 by the end of it. Did not kill them. They managed to kill this in combat up to that point by flashing in a bunch of creatures. But this thing carried the game. If I had drawn more mountains, I would have won the game at that point, if solely for Stormcreep Notable. So we're gonna keep that. We need something. We need 2 drops. I think we need a couple more 2 drops. Let's see. That works. Not like in the amount of spells we have to creatures. Yep, that's good. This might be a good finisher, but we have to compare it to what else we have on 6. We have nothing on 6, and I don't know if we're going to get to 6 at all if we're playing a green-red aggressive deck. A 1 mana 3/3. I mean, we have creatures, we have sorceries, we have a single enchantment, I believe, so I don't think we're triggering Delirium at all. I mean, it's a 3 mana 3/3 to give something else +1/+1, so I think we might. Yeah, I think this is it. I think that's a pick here. So let's look at here. Oh, Okay, that's it. Player. We might have actually been in business there. Let's see here. Whenever it attacks or blocks, other humans get +1/+1. Let's see here. We have a lot of ways. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 humans, so this isn't going to trigger as many times as I wanted to trigger. This might be good, but our three drops are just stocked up already. We're not going to need more than this. Weaver of Lightning isn't good in the deck. I'm actually stuck here. We have like nothing good. We're never gonna. We have no discard cards. So we have like 1. That's not gonna work out. Let's take him. He seems fine. And I think at this point we're just looking for supplemental cards to boost the deck we already have. Because what we have at the moment is honestly fine. If anything, we're just missing a couple 2-drops. We have finishers. We have strong. Basically a peak at 3, which is where you want to be in an aggressive deck, especially in limited. Let's just take dual shot in case we might need to side it in for something. Let's say Conduit of Storms because we can't play anything else here. It's a 4-mana ambush that gives +2/+3 and leaves a 3/3 body. While that is good, I don't think that's good enough, especially with Bird of the Hunt being 3 mana protection for 3/3. Actually, I'm gonna take the Force Fight. Our wolves are gonna get considerably bigger once they transform, and that can just be really solid removal. We could give our stuff first strike. We're not getting that. It's not good enough for this. I think we'll take the Handrail Lancer. If we don't end up going full wolf, but I think we have enough of the framework for a wolf deck here as it is. I don't want to play against the Dragon Inspector. I don't want to play against that. And I don't want to play. Okay. Cool. That's nice. So, even though I didn't intend it to happen, we ended up with another red aggressive deck in limited because that's apparently all my brain knows how to do. So let's do what we do best and start immediately by adding 10 mountains and 5 forests, which is just what I add every time I draft any of this. Cool, we gotta cut 20 cards. Let's cut everything we can't reasonably play. Can't play that, can't play that. Can't play that. Can't play that. Can't play that. Alright, so now we gotta get rid of 13 cards. Let's go about this. Actually, let's see, what do we not need? We don't need that. We need to cut down on, let's see here. We're not gonna need that. Travel preparations. I don't know if we should keep this or not. Actually, we're gonna put in the maybe pot. We're definitely keeping the Force Fight. Definitely keeping that. This. See, I don't know how to feel about this because it's an ambush for the 3 mana ambush that gives everything +1/+1. But only wolf or werewolf. We have wolf and werewolf support cards, but we don't run all wolf and werewolf support. Like, if we get rid of the spiders we have and the humans we have, it, and this, we're not getting rid of him, he's just good. It puts us in a pretty weird spot. Because if we get rid of anything that isn't a werewolf or a human, we have no 1-drops. Which is really bad for an aggressive deck. Like, I'd rather cut one of these guys before I cut one of these two, simply because we need to start hitting immediately. Let's get rid of that. Dual shot's just bad. See, Lightning Axe and Borrowed Hostility are just good as they are. Burning Oil might be... it's fine. We need something that's a little higher cost. If we keep Rapid at 2... Crushing Vines will keep on the sideboard because we don't need all that much. And this is perfect. I think we're going to keep this here. So we need to start cutting creatures now. I have to cut 8 creatures. Let's cut all of the non-wolf and werewolves that we have at the 3 spot. Which shouldn't be that much. Let's get rid of the spider. Get rid of the Vampire Berserker. And get rid of him. We're good. See, I still don't like this. Our curve is fine, but we're missing like some heavy hitters here. Not sure if it's gonna work out fine. We need to cut one of these two. I think we're gonna have to cut him because as much as a good +4/+4 is on turn 5, I think having a 5/4 with Vigilance and Trample and Undying is better. Because if we're reaching turn 5 as an aggressive deck in Limited, it means we are either about to win or we are falling behind our opponent. Which I'm not sure if the Undying is good enough. I'm not sure, actually. I think we're going to keep the Ulrich because this can close out games. This can help us from behind, but if we're behind as an aggressive deck in Limited, we've lost. So we're cutting that out. Let's get rid of the spider. So we're basically topping off at 3. Now, if we're topping off at 3, I don't think we need 17 lands. I think we're just good enough to cutting a mountain. Yeah, we're just going to cut a mountain, 2 mountains. Because, well, these give something haste, and this helps us draw a little bit later. I think this is fine. We're going to call it here. Set the deck here. And let's just see how we play out the first couple cards. Let's see. Okay, see, this is perfect. This is, oh my god, this is great. So we play the mountain first, play Stormcrook Noble. Turn 2, we play the forest, play this. It's a pretty awkward curve. Turn 3, we play another mountain, and we're set to play either of these two, whichever one's needed. This thing would have attacked twice by now, since most of this set is humans. This is fine. Let's try game 2. Yep, see, this is all we need. Because our curve is so low, we only really need 1 land of each color, and we're fine. We're, again, playing him turn 1 is perfect. Let's try again. That's bad. This is fine. Even though it's a little slow, if we're going on the play, we're fine. We had our curve there. It's fine. So I like this. I like how this went. Let's move on to the Breath of the Wild cube after I take a quick water break. So I will be right back. Alright, so we're going to go Listener's Breath of the Wild cube. This is actually really fun. I enjoy this because it's a cube designed around a central concept, which is Breath of the Wild from The Legend of Zelda. But it's all proxied. It's all proxy art done by Listener Altered. Actually, let's go here. I think he has all of the artwork here. Yeah. These proxies are beautiful. They just take screenshots from the game and set them in here. Except, like, the Godzilla card, but instead of, like, having the Godzilla thing, it's just the artwork itself that's changing. And this wonderful frame that he designed. So, I don't think he's uploaded every proxy into Cube Cobra. I think he's uploaded a couple of them. So we're going to go here. It's a Commander Cube, so we're going to be picking 2 from each thing. Let's see here. Playtest. Yep. Actually, let's try it out with 6. 6 people draft. Actually, no. No, it's a Commander draft. We need to have 8. Let's start it here. So here, let's see what we pick first. If we're playing Commander, we're going to want... The first things that we're going to look at in Commander is we're going to want stuff that can fix our colors and that can ramp us. If we're looking at ramp here, Expedition map works if we're not going into green. Unstable Obelisk is terrible. This is also this is actually really bad. I think we might have to take the Command Tower. It's solid enough to play, but we're mainly going to be playing 2 color. We're not going to be playing 3 color all that much. And I'm not sure how much a Command Tower helps us compared to an Expedition map. I think we're going to take the Expedition map here. It's a little more open to our working, because I know there's landfall mechanics available here. I don't believe there's any Planeswalker, so Doubling Season isn't going to be as broken as it normally is. So what do we want to do here? We took that, so we don't have to go green to hold up on the mana bases. But I think I want to go green anyway, because Beast Within is really strong on green. Tireless Tracker is really good. I don't know what the actual green mechanics are in this cube, though. Let's go with Beast Within. Let's do that. I think we're gonna start hitting green. To find a commander at some point. Actually, right here. Thrasios Train. Yep, we are taking Train. Thrasios Train. Yeah. So we have a commander here, the commander over here. He is partnered. We have the Prismatic Piper because of the rules of the cube, so we could probably go blue, green, and something else if we really wanted to. Although, as I'm looking at it here, I think just blue-green is going to be fine. Thrasios can get us almost anything we need, and what blue Rex and removal we could deal with, and I believe force fighting, if I'm aware of what's in this cube. I don't think red works here. I don't think Artificer's Assistant is good enough considering we have Thrasios right here. Then we're gonna go with Ornithopter Paradise here. That's good. Fixing us here, Bisharp. Primo Renegade. Enters the bed, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Each creature control with a counter. Oh, green has +1/+1 counters. Oh, that doubling season would have been great. Oh my god, the art is so funny. I love that. Let's go with Primo Renegade. That works out. Alright, let's just pray that the doubling season somehow gets sent over here. Let's see if Bretta got the Strongfold. We can't play this. We can. We can play this because of the Prismatic Piper. And if we have let's see. Expedition Map can go fetch us any planes that we don't need. We're not going to be picking red here. Red doesn't work with what we're doing. I think what we're going to end up going for is just a mainly green-blue +1/+1 counter deck. And then we're just going to be using some white color identity to get some sneaky pulls in. So I think we're going to go with the Verticard Strongfold. Metallic Mimic is great, but I don't think we're going to have any tribal synergies going on here. Dispatch isn't good enough. Ooh, Virtus Gearhulk. Yep, we're taking that. That's just a powerful card, and I love the Gearhulks. Let's see here. Felissa is a wonderful card, but my god, that art is hideous. I've never played Breath of the Wild, so I don't know what any of these characters do, so we're actually going purely on game mechanics here. But my god, is this character hideous. So let's try to pick, do we want another Omnithopter of Paradise? Because even though it's a 0/2 flyer, we're going to be boosting everything with +1/+1 counters here. But if we take a Return to Nature as removal for anything that we might not want, I think we're going to go for the removal. We need to... Oh! Well, there's our answer here. How often are we going to go into problematic artifacts and enchantments? Dude, we are running blue, so we could theoretically counter anything that we don't want to see. So I think we're going to wait for a second Return to Nature. The Skull Crawler works out. I think this works out because it effectively gives everything we're playing trample, which is great. But we're going to need to start running a little bit more creatures here. We're only at 4. We need more creatures. Let's see here. Oh, this is good. Renclaw Drow has the Wither, which means it'll keep coming back if it has no -1/-1 counters, but every time we give it a +1/+1 counter, it resets effectively, so it's never going to fully die. That's great with the synergies of our deck. But Tireless Tracker is just a really, really good card. And we're just going to go with that. It's just better. We have Synergy on one hand, and her just being a powerful card on the other hand. But I think picking her is a good choice. We needed more creatures to give stuff +1/+1 counters. Although she gives them to herself. I think it'll be fine. Scale the Height works out. It cycles itself, gets +1/+1 counter on a creature. I think it works. It's both ramp and draw in one card, which is fine given the power level of this. I'm assuming it isn't all that high. Like, we're not playing CDH decks here. We're not playing higher level Brave decks here. Let's see, what are we working with here? We can't play this because of Phyrexian mana. What does Fuel for the Cost do? Counter target sells and pull it for rate. I think that's fine. We're going to be putting counters on everything. I think Inspiring Call works here. We're going to draw a lot here. How many draw spells do we have? I think that's our first draw spell we have that's going to be considerably here. She's going to draw us a lot of cards if we keep playing lands all the time, which I think picking the expedition map first works out because it paid off the Tireless Tracker there. Although I'm surprised none of the bots picked her at this point, which means not everybody's playing green. Which is great, honestly. What the hell is this? I don't like that. Let's go continuous play. Get some draw here. Affinity for artifacts. We're not playing that many artifacts. That's not going to work out. And I do not want to play 7 mana for a 2/2 flyer. We'll take the Minds. We'll take the Mind Stone, I believe. Give me a quick second. Something. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Somebody came to the room. Let's take that. There's nothing we can play. I don't like Clockwork Condor. It is theoretically something we want to play, but it's just a bad card. Honestly, it's just gonna progressively get smaller as the game goes on. Let's just take Master of Ethereum. I think the blue we're gonna get from Thrasios is just going to be the artifact support. Verdus Johan works as like a signpost card that we can play later in the game, but we need to start playing stuff really on the 4-drop, 4 and 3 drops. 2 drops we're fine. We're playing blue-green. We're not going to stay in the lower mana levels all that much. So let's just take Wings of the Veil. Let's take that, and let's take that. Okay. Oh, I think we have some good pickings here. Let's see. I think this is fine. Scavenge Ooze works as a mana sink, and it could start taking out problematic recursion effects in our opponents for only 2 mana. That's actually perfect. I think this is going to be our pick. Let's see what else we're looking at here. Put a 1/1 counter on Enchanted Creature. At the beginning, very double the numbers of 1/1 counter on Enchanted Creature. Right here. This gives us 2 different ways we could start playing this deck. Oh, sorry about that. Either we play this as just a general value +1/+1 counter deck through Scavenging Ooze, or we start pumping up Thrasios specifically and swinging with him for commander damage. I kind of want to go with the commander damage on Thrasios, honestly. Mainly because it's just more fun, so let's just take Hydra's Growth. And now we need to start protecting Thrasios. I like this. We're going to start doing Voltron Thrasios. Let's see, what can we give him? Oh, this is great. Mage Slayer is good, but we're gonna have to make the Prismatic Pipe red, in which case we can't play Vertigard Stronghold, which I think is a fair enough trade-off if we're going the Voltron route. Because then we could play a Tarka World Render. Oh, no. This is better. This is better. We can do Thrasios for value, but Bruce Charles we could use as our main source of damage if we're going for commander damage. I think this is fine. We're effectively just every color except black. So we can play almost anything we want, although we're mainly just sticking with the green-blue here. Let's see. That's perfect. That's actually perfect. If we take Marwyn and we stick on the enchantment onto her, we can start making a ridiculous amount of mana really fast. No. It's a lot. It's good +1/+1 counter synergies, but if we're going for the boosting Bruce Charles as much as we can, I think we can stop it. We're not going to need the command tower. The cranial plating, though, we can't play it. Damn it. I think we're just going to go Fellow Stone here. Good ramp on our colors. Hardened Scales. That's perfect. Good synergy with our deck. Oh, we should have taken the Black Blade. There we go. Picking way too fast. Let's see here. Aldrin's Epiphany creates. No, that's not what we need. Proliferate's a good call here. It's great. Also, actually, wait. It's 6 mana. It's a 6 mana 5/5, and it basically chains its counters to something else. This is good. We can end up later in the game. We just play it, wait for it to die, and then dump all of its counters onto Thrasios. It's good. Kindred Discovery. We're not playing anything that's particularly good with it, even though it's a really powerful card. Boros Charm. That's a great card. That's actually great. It protects us from any kind of removal. So we're looking at that first right now. Although I don't really want to be playing anything red. Let's see. Mind Stone doesn't give us any red mana. I think our only source of red mana here would be the Fellwar Stone. And the Expedition map if we end up looking for something red. I think we'll take it. I think the risk of not taking it is worse than the risk of taking it and looking for a red mana source in this deck. Birdie Drawing isn't going to really work all that much. I think we're going to take a Skaven Youth here. It looped around, so I think it's meant to be, so we're going to take it. Let's see here. Oh, another Mage Slayer. If we take another Mage Slayer, that works out fine. So, for the people that are just joining in right now, we're building a commander deck. And I think we're going mainly with Thrasios, Voltron, and just boosting it up with Bruce Troll, because that just seems fun at the moment. So I think we're going to go with Mage Slayer. We'll take the second Boros Charm. I think we could dedicate from here on just trying to get ways to play Boros Charm. It's honestly just great. That's not really going to help us out. Cranial Plane doesn't help us out either. Just take the Mind Stone again. Want to play Dusk? I don't think we want to play Dusk. Let's see here. 3 mana Street Counterspell is good here because I'm pretty sure there's not that many other good counterspells in this queue. And we honestly need a bit more removal here. Arcbound Javelier. Maybe no. Thriving Bluff, I think we'll need it. We'll take the Thriving Bluff just to play some of our heavier stuff. We can't play that. Oh, you know what? Seasonal Spoil works out. We get start dumping stuff that we don't need and get treasure tokens to fix our colors a little bit. Market Immunity is just a bad card, so we're not taking that. Cauldron's Haze, we can't play it. I think Steady Progress works out. Proliferate and Drawing here. Distant Melody, we don't have that many. We've Insect, Thopter, Elf, Ooze, Elf. No, it's not going to work out here. None of this is really good. These are all tribal support, and we're not running a tribal deck. Let's just play Role Reversal and get rid of it as soon as we can. We'll take the Dusk, just see if it comes up. I don't really think it will, but we'll just try it out. Beat of Resistance works out well here, and I guess we'll just take the Gave for the hell of it. Pack 30. Okay, now what are we looking for? We're looking for bigger late game threat or more ramp. One of the two. Spire of Industry is not really going to trigger all that often. If we have the treasures on the field, we're going to use them before we try to use Spire of Industry. Brutaclad. Creature tokens control of haste. We're not making enough tokens to warrant that, although I think the Inscription of Ambience is perfect here. Let's see where are we going here. I would take this if I could, but we can't here. Let's see here. I think I'd rather take the Cultivate over the Ornithopter of Paradise. We already have one, and Cultivate's just too good of a card on green here. I think this works out. If we end up depending the bulk of our deck on green, having Thrasios on board, we can I think we can genuinely just make most of our mana base just green with a splash of blue and maybe like 2 mountains, 2 plains. Let's make that 2 plains, 1 mountain, and then just try to search it out with the Cultivates here, because everything works out fine. That double and target arrow might be great, but I think we're just going to take the other Cultivate, because I want us to be able to hit the Boros Charms and Seize the Spoils as best we can here. Marionette Master works, but we don't have enough support on it to start dumping artifacts away. We don't have enough Thopters, we don't have enough Thopter generators. Doesn't work out here. Arcbound Javelin might be great. Diving Hearth we don't need. We're mainly going to be calling green with it anyway. That, and I don't like these cards for 4 colors. They're just not good enough. I think we're just going to go. Because it's nobody wants us to draw cards, so it's effectively a 5-mana 5/4 that draws us a card, which isn't actually that great. Let's just go with Secret Rendezvous. It's 3 cards as early as possible. I like that card. Bite into Thassa. I think we have to go with Bite into Thassa here. We don't have that many things here. I think we already have a Snake Skill, but I think we're gonna go here because if we're going full on Voltron, we're gonna want to protect that Thrasios as best as we can. So if we're looking at Marin's ramp, you're leaving. I don't think this is gonna work out all that well. Better skill hook and then dump +1/+1 counters on Thrasios. I think we're fine the way we are at the moment. We're not doing that. We're not doing this. I think we're gonna go for the Myriad Landscape. I think at this point, I think the bulk of our deck is set as is, and we should just be starting to work on fixing our colors now that we're in pack 3. I think Fur Tilt works. Kindred Charge isn't going to do us any favors. Return to Dust, just good removal. Let's keep that. We need... Oh, Skull Climb. That's good, but do we have it? No. Most of our stuff's going to want to get boosted up by +1/+1 counters. That's not really going to work out here. As good as it is. Courageous Capsule. Tap 2 to draw 2. No, not really good enough. Hot Soup. We're going to take the Hot Soup. We're going to give it to Thrasios so we can start hitting stuff a little stronger. Return to Dust. That's not going to trigger. I think we already have 1 Return to Dust. 2 would be pushing it a little bit. Walking Ballista is perfect for this deck, though, and looks beautiful. Pelt of Giant Strength. Creature's power and toughness 10/10. I think this works out fine, because we can effectively boost Thrasios to whatever we want. And Bruce Chalk can just give it double strike and effectively kill anybody we want in one go, so I think we're going to take the Belt of Strength. Wait, how does Belt of Strength work? It has base power toughness. This actually works out fine, because if we give something 5 +1/+1 counters, it reduces the equip cost by 5, but then makes the creature a 15/15 instead of a 10/10. Which is great. I think we're going to be wanting to get the belt as soon as we can. This is good, but I think we're going to take the target barrel here. Having him double his damage anytime he wants is just too good to pass up here. Mariner Master, we don't really want any of this. Let's just take the Mariner Master. Let's get it out of the way. Take the Binding of Thassa, that's a good card. Actually, I should pretty much double check how my audio level is doing. I have no idea if you can actually hear. I hope you can hear me from where the mic was. I just realized I moved it. Let's take another Duskull Crawler. That's fine here. And first it works out here. No, we're not looking for planes. We have enough stuff looking for planes. We're playing green here. I think the Urban Daggertooth works out fine. It's our first 4-drop. I think that's pretty funny. If we keep proliferating as much as we do, I think we'll be fine here. Let's just take black cards to fill up anything we need. We're not gonna want that. Regrowth, actually, it might help us come back if we ever get horribly wiped here. Take the Alharu, we'll take the Arc Javelin. And here is our deck. 60 cards. Oh, we have to get rid of most of our stuff for the lands here. I think for lands, I think we're best off with 12 forest, 3 plains, and 2 mountains. And let's do 4 islands. That's 10, 15, 19 lands. Let's give us another. And let's see. We can get rid of the bird. Actually, let's keep that. We'll get rid of 1 island, get rid of 1 plains. And we'll get rid of 1 forest. No, we'll keep the forest, and then... Honestly, getting rid of the Dragon Bluff, it's not good enough for us to keep anyway. Now we just have to cut 17 cards. Let's immediately start by cutting everything that we can't play because it's black. And this because I didn't want this to begin with. Shunt dust works out fine. Okay, I think we're fine here. Walker Ballistic can go here. Ornithopter, I don't think it's worth it if we have the 2 cultivates, don't we? Where are they? Yeah, we have 2 cultivates, we have the Myriad Landscape, we have the Expedition map. I think the Ornithopter is just gonna be dead weight at this point. The Secret Rendezvous isn't gonna be good enough. Seize the Spoil and Steady Progress outdo what they do. Each Slayer works out fine. I think we get rid of Beast Within at this point because we have the Return to Dust. No, we'll keep it here. We don't really have that many counter spells here. Proliferate and draw a card. With the removal. We can get rid of that. Fellwar Stone is fine. It generates effectively any color that we might need at any moment. The Mind Stone, I think, is too slow. With the 2 cultivates, the Myriad Landscape, and everything else we're running, it's a little too slow for what we're going for. The Inscription's not going to be that great. Hardened Scales is perfect for a deck. I think we get rid of that. Verdus Gearhulk is fine. It does what we need to do. These 3 cards here are basically what we're going to need. Which means we need to cut 7 more cards out of everything else. I think we should just be bold. We'll get rid of the Dusk. We don't need board whips. It'll end up killing us too. Master of Ethereum is going to work out fine. Now that I think about it, do we even need this many islands? No, we do. We have 2 pips here, 2 pips here, 1 pip here. Oh, can't play that. Bloodline Pretender, we're not playing any tribal decks. And we have 1, 2. We have a couple of proliferate targets here. We have good enough creatures here. We need to start cutting down on stuff. Get rid of the Mind Stone. Not sure what to get rid of at this point here. I think we get rid of that. Keep the Steady Progress. I think we'll get rid of the Bite of Dathla. I think we're good here. Yep, and this is our deck. It's 4 colors. It is Thrasios Voltron, but I think we're good here. Let's save this deck. Hopefully, listener takes this as data, because we're effectively just helping our friends out with their cubes. Getting data for draft here. I actually do not have the voice to draft a 3rd cube, because my god, this EDH cube was a lot more than I expected. Alright. I think I'm just gonna let you know what my cube is all about from here on out, and then we'll call it a night here. Thanks for everybody that dropped in every now and then. I appreciate it. This is my deck. It started with Throne of Eldraine, which is my favorite set of all time, and Strixhaven, which is a set that was out when I got into cube building. And it effectively tries to get the overall aesthetic of fairy tales, knights, dragons, legendary battles, creatures of the night, stuff like that. Something you would find in a storybook. It tries to elude that kind of feeling. So we're just going to take a quick look through the list. Actually, I think we're going to go... I think, can we not look this up as... It should give us an ability to look at cards. Here we go. So, see here, like, we have Acclaimed Contender, Philology, Lee Smith. These are all cards that you would find in a fairy tale. We have the angel creatures, we have the royalty over here, the knights we have over here. We have the entire Cavalier cycle from M20 to boost it up here. It's a very heavily multicolored set, mainly aimed at 2 colors, but you can do 3. So you're going to find a lot of cool stuff in the individual colors that tell you what you want to do. Blue-black is nil, so you'll have stuff like Didn't Say Please, you'll have stuff like Emery, you'll have stuff like Vantress Dragon, and then what I like best about this cube is when we get to the multicolored cards, because we have cards that specifically target the mechanics around it. Like we have the black-red knights down here, we have the blue-black mill, and overall, this cube is my pride and joy for Magic the Gathering. it is what I believe to be my magnum opus when it comes to physical magic building. While my YouTube magnum opus at the moment is the Saga video, this cube is the culmination of everything that I love about magic. Well, anyway, thanks for everybody who joined in today, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Bye!